Hey there, how's it going? So I'm on Bubble.io here. So Bubble is a no-code platform that allow web developers to create web application as well as a mobile application. So I'm on this platform and I want to basically create a list of projects that belong to this user. This is a user profile page. And now if I go to the left pane here, you can see the data. So this is my database and I've got this table of projects here and I've got different feed like description, image, name, and so on. So I want to display the list of these items on this page. So this is the preview of this user page. You can see there is no a list of project here, but that is what I want to fix. So I'm going to be using something called repeating group. If I go to the container here, you can see there is a group and there's a repeating group. A group can basically display a specific for whatever you want to do on the page, but repeating group basically is like a a basically a group that basically display the list of item and you can make those items dynamic. So let me just show you how you can do it. So what I want to do is basically create that repeating group below this user profile here. So to do that, you can see the group profile is here under the layer. We have group header, which belong to this header, and group profile, which belong to this group profile. So what I'm going to do is basically put the repeating group below that. So I'm going to drag and drop this one here, and basically try to put it below the group profile. So now you can see the repeating group is here. So what I want to do is basically center it. So I will move it to go to the layout and position it in the center. But I want to make it like 40 or 40% fit. And I'm going to use percentage instead of pixel. So you can see this is item 1, item 2, item 3, item 4. So whatever you do to the item 1 is going to be applied to the rest of the groups. So the first thing I need to do is basically specify the type of content of this group. So basically sort of like a database where it needs to get its data from. So I want to get the data from the project. So I'm going to say the data source. What it should basically do is basically do a search for the project data. So that should do a search on that project table and try to list what is in there. So, but the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to drag an element here, and that element is going to be image because I want to display the image of that project first. And here I'm going to click on this icon to make this image dynamic. I don't want to just upload a specific, a static image. I want to make it dynamic, and I'm going to specify the image source, and I'm going to specify it to be from the current cell project. So if you say current cell, it's basically applying to that specific cell, and that will get repeated across all the cells in the repeating group. So I'm going to say current cell project, and what I want to get from that current cell project is the image within that table, the project table. And so then the next thing is I'm going to process the image with IMGX CPU. So there should be option to process the image with IMGX somewhere. So image process with IMGX. So that is the option, and I'm going to say stretch, and I'm going to leave it like that. So if I go back to the to this page, and if I refresh, you can see that you now have the first image and the second image here. Or I want to add more thing. So I want to add a text. So if I drag the text element here, and So drag it below that image there. And I'm going to say this is going to be project's name, project's name. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight that and copy that, paste it, and I'm going to say uh, I'm going to use a dynamic value here. So I'm going to go for the current cell project, and I'm going to go for the name of that project. So you can see in the project data, we have if I go back to the data, we have name, we have image, we have a description. So let me go back to the design. So that's what I'm selecting there. So now if I try to um, uh, select that and select this and copy both of them and paste them down. And what I want to do is basically say this is a description, description, and I'm going to style this description as a header 4, and then I'm going to style this project name as a header 4 as well. And for this one, and this is going to be description instead of project name. So I'm going to say this is project description, and that is that. So if I go back to the page again and refresh it, it should basically populate each of the description and the project name. So the first project name is NiFi Community. The second one is a description, which is the description about the NiFi. And so the first project does not have image. If I go back to the data again, you can see on this project, the NiFi commit project does not have image in it. That is why it doesn't display the image at the top here. But the second one has a image. That's why you see here. But you can see there is you can style this one differently, maybe by providing space between each project, But this is just to show you how repeating group work. So you can go ahead and add more items like this end, the start day of the project, the end day, and so on. But this is how you can use repeating group within Bubble. I hope you find this helpful. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment. Have a lovely day and goodbye.